Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to discuss a very sensitive story which requires your comments, which requires both introspection at multiple levels from the civic authorities, from the police. This afternoon, when the video surfaced involving the Muslim squatters, the Muslim fraternity squatters who were sitting on the road being kicked by a Delhi police official, it raised it raised a storm. It raised a huge storm in this country, finally leading to the suspension of this sub inspector, the SI rank Delhi police officer Manoj Tomar.
थोड़ी नीचे कर लो सब लोग। सर, जो वीडियो वायरल हुआ था उसके बाद से हंगामा था, लोगों की नाराज़गी थी, क्या कुछ कार्रवाई हुई आपकी तरफ से? पुलिस जिन लोगों के वीडियो वायरल हो रहे थे, जिन पुलिसकर्मियों,
अभी आज नमाज के दौरान एक वीडियो वायरल हुआ था। उस वीडियो में जो भी हमारे पुलिस वाले थे उनके खिलाफ डिसिप्लिनरी एक्शन लिया गया है। सस्पेंशन का ऑर्डर निकल गया है, उनको सस्पेंड कर दिया गया है और आगे कार्रवाई भी की जाएगी। जो लोग इकट्ठे हुए थे उनको समझाया गया कि जिसने गलती की उसके खिलाफ एक्शन लिया गया है और हमारे जो लोकल निवासी हैं, लोकल यहाँ के लोग हैं, उनके साथ मिलकर उन लोगों को समझाया गया है। अब यहाँ से ज़्यादातर लोग जा चुके हैं। ये बात समझाने के बाद मस्जिदों से भी ऐलान कराया गया कि एक्शन ले लिया गया है और अब सिचुएशन यहाँ पे नॉर्मल है।
Now, of course, the video shows the insensitivity. The video definitely shows the insensitivity of the officer who was involved in repeatedly kicking the butts of the Muslim squatters. However, many in the social media, many on the roads also raised at the same time curiosity as to why the road was occupied, being a public space, despite a mosque in the neighborhood which was visible. Why did those Muslim prayers were being held on the public space? And when the officer tried to raise the concern with them, the reason which he cited was that the traffic movement is going to be impaired. The traffic movement was going to be hurt and inconvenienced. The commuters are going to be inconvenienced because of this issue. Surprisingly, many practicing Muslims also accused both sides for violating the laws while also holding the people from their own fraternity as well as a cop behind the incident. Find these comments here on how they also accused the Muslims for not doing the right thing by squatting on the road. Now, whether or not he was right or the squatters, those people from the Muslim fraternity were right, it's a matter of investigation. What has happened as a knee-jerk reaction, because several people from the Muslim fraternity also raised a huge storm on the social media saying that why Delhi police delayed the action till this video surfaced. Now, this also brings us the spotlight on similar incidents which have happened in the past. In fact, I must tell you, this afternoon I was on a visit to Sundar Nursery to meet some of the sources from the bureaucracy. When I went there, reached Sundar Nursery this afternoon near Nizamuddin, I found several girls and also men laying the carpets, laying the cloth on the grass and doing the namaz inside Sundar Nursery, which is not a religious place, which means that they were trying to occupy a public place. These incidents have happened in the past as well. These incidents continue to happen. In fact, in 2022, I must tell you that there was a similar incident in Gurugram, in Delhi's neighborhood in Sector 47 on Gurugram, where a policeman entered a similar site and the protesters were asked to flash their I cards on why they were not protesting or demonstrating, but rather doing namaz on the public space. In 2022, later that year, a BJP leader also filmed allegedly passengers, the commuters on a train doing namaz. Now, similarly, later that year, there was also an incident involving Lulu Mall, which kicked a huge storm in this country. A huge storm, because the mall space cannot be used to show your religious leanings, to show your religious sentiments. It definitely is a public space where the authorities have given them space to showcase the different brands. So Lulu Mall, which is run by a Kerala businessman who is right now based in Dubai, the Dubai Group chain, which entered into this space, entered into a huge controversy in 2022. Later that year also, like I said, these incidents are not very few and far between. 2022, another 15 to 20 Muslim passengers were filmed on tape doing namaz inside the train. April 2023, there was also an incident where 2000 such people were offering namaz outside the Eidgah without permission on a road in India. Now, the entire matter is now being investigated by the Delhi police on what triggered, why the squatters occupied the public space. But let me also tell you that this actually cannot take away the crime which this official has done, that is to use the physical force to wean them away from the public space. Probably the argument is this: there could have been a better communication from both sides. There could have also been an argument that why was not a case first registered and these people were whisked away to a police station? Why was the requirement to use a brutal physical force on them? However, recently when such clashes took place between the district administration officials and the police and the Muslim fraternity, people in Haldwani in Uttarakhand, it led to raising of temperaments from both the quarters. So much that several people from the Muslim fraternity were caught on camera either pelting stones at district administration officials, including a lady officer, the DM of Haldwani, and also hurling petrol bombs. So we leave it to you to take a call and pour in your comments on what should be the solution on how to handle these incidents, who is right and who's wrong. Thanks for joining me, Rohan Dua, on this special debate which we want to engage with you all on the social media. We must try and understand the sensitivities of all the quarters involved in such clashes.
For such fine news breaks and video features from ground on your mobile phones, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, The New Indian, by clicking on the bell icon. Also, follow us on the social media handles on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook and Co.